there's some kind of success coming through. It's going to be a celebration, but it also feels like something that's going to feel so liberating. Liberation is what I'm hearing. So it might not be your ego's idea of celebration and success, but definitely your soul is going to feel the release, the celebration, the energy. Okay, so let's just see what's been happening and what. Oh, okay. So they've had some kind of ball and chain energy they've been stuck to. It's weighed them down, heavy burden. It could be some kind of difficult relationship they were trying to remove themselves from, an addiction, or maybe just leftover baggage from a situation. Then you've got this magnet, okay? And then the key. They want to move out of this situation because they know what they want, and it's yearning, there's longing for something else outside of this. Okay? Maybe, that was the way that they got themselves into this situation, this ball and chain, that seduction maybe, or maybe just pulling on the addiction energy. But this is someone, it's like this magnetic pull. They know when they're the one to go. And this key, and this literally does say liberty, clarity, breakout. They're finding their way out. Okay, so 35, 32, 33, and 8 could be important. Okay, what else can we say about this message? It's a completion of a cycle. They had to do whatever this is that they've been going through. It had to be done. Okay, it was part of their, let's say, soul contracts, agreements, that kind of thing. Okay, so 25, ring, agreement, pact, cycles, promise. It's karma. They've had to close out something, and it was something that their soul had agreed to a long time ago. I feel like maybe it's a promise made in a past life, even. Truly. Wow, that's why it's something they really had to do. Okay. And actually, they're being committed to doing this, even though it's felt so heavy. It's been part of their, a big part of their soul expansion, liberation. If that isn't just, that's the waterfall. This is, yes, overflowing abundance, but also these are tears of joy. This is emotional fulfillment and release. Okay, 34. A lot of 30s. Maybe you're in your 30s or something. You don't have to be. So that's coming with the magnet as well. So you've got the waterfall, overflowing abundance, chasing after something, crying, emotional release, letting it out, fulfillment, release, tears of joy. Oh my God. Whatever this is that they're feeling a magnetic pull towards. Maybe they did experience that magnetic pull to that thing. It was the other way around. Maybe actually they were receiving it and they didn't notice at the time because they had that ball and chain energy that they were stuck, weighed down by. Maybe they didn't realize it at the time. These rings are shaped, maybe it was some kind of partnership, I'm not sure, but there's definitely that cycle that is coming to its closure, and they're going to be feeling the relief. My God, that's beautiful. Okay. Oh my God, of course. And there's the stork. Transformation, change. Number 17. Queen of Hearts as well. Active, renew, restless. They're very excited to move in this direction. I think it's been on their mind for a while. That's why that longing is there for a while. It's like that magnetic pull is just getting stronger and stronger, and just, I can just feel it. It's like the gravity in all of the cells are just, the senses are they're zoned in on whatever this is, this release. There's going to be some kind of renewal. Okay, it might be moving as well, maybe traveling or something. Maybe you're going by the sea, or you live by the sea, you're moving there. Renovate, pregnancy, birth, slender tour. Yeah, that's the key to moving forwards. Golden ticket. Birthing a whole new cycle now. They already are closing out this cycle. Yeah, and it comes with them finding their voice. They're finally finding their voice, and they're using it. Their divine truth and their true expression, their authenticity, number one. The drums could be important. It looks like a really tribal drum. It's really beautiful. Self-expression, being bold, being heard, speaking your mind, communicate. So they've definitely had lessons on the communication. They would have had a lot of maybe throat chakra and sacral chakra blocks. Okay, that they've already to work through. But this is about being confident as well, so their solar plexus. Negotiate, rhythm, balance, order, sending a clear message. It's about time that they were in their power and they said, no, this is how it's going to go. This is how it's going to be, right? And I think they're finally finding that. And it's to do with this ball and chain cycle energy that they've been stuck, weighed down by. Heavy burdens, it says. Their heart is, finally finding their truth. Good for them, whoever this is. Okay, let's see. It's a feminine energy. Okay, so two things. Either this is about feminine energy, or this is where they're feeling that magnetic pull, because this has come out with magnet and waterfall. Tears of joy, fulfillment, longing, desire, magnetic, yearnings. Okay. Interesting. And that waterfall, you know, that does remind me of the sacral chakra actually, because that is that element of water. So that flow. Oh my God. I said success, right? Trophy. And this big sun, it literally says success on that card. It's a big yes energy. Wow. Oh my God. And then the bouquet, that's like a celebration. Like, well done. Congratulations. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Trophy 31. Win, victory, reputation, success, key experience, merit, goals, recognition, fame, deserving an award, ambition, achievement. And then it's beautiful. Sun, 31 again, 31, 31. That could be important. Maybe the 31st or something. Okay, yes, energy, power, climax, fulfilled, pride, radiant, success, vigor, divine masculine. Interesting. Daytime, victory, happy, warm. And then the karmic cycles. Whoa. Okay, so this is bouquet number 9. Number 2, happy, harmony, beauty, creativity, a gift, art, reconciliation, expressive. They're going to express. Okay. We'll see with the tarot as well. Gratitude, appreciation, openness, love, warmth. And how much is that about openness, love, and warmth? That's Sun, isn't it? Then you got the beautiful Wheel of Fortune. Again, that's just confirmation. Karma, cycles, fate, forces of the universe. Getting what you deserve is out of your hands. Destiny, synchronicity. Oh my God! Wow, that's really beautiful. That is really, I keep wanting to just pull more. We're going to get some tarot, get some juice, you know, let's see what this is about. What do you need to know? What do you need to be aware of? Okay, first of all, who is this energy? Is it a feminine energy or is it masculine? Because you've got both on the table here with that Sun as well. Okay, so let's find out. Oh my God, the Star, wish granted, Aquarius energy. Beautiful. That is that blue, you know, that throat chakra. Maybe you're wearing blue right now. You just like the colour blue. Okay, what else do we need to be aware of here? What do you need to know? This is a beautiful message. This means that someone's been really going inwards and doing some serious work to finally close out such a heavy ball and chain energy and to have that emotional release and that big Sun fulfillment, like, you know. That trophy to me feels like divine is saying, congratulations, here you go. You listened. You did it. You know? The World. Okay, but I will say it was reversed, right? So when I picked it up. So, Justice. You know, the World in reverse is constantly saying stuck in that cycle. Maybe they were seeking closure. That's why they were way down and stuck in that energy, you know? It's like not closing it out every time. This is where things are changing. Justice. I think there's been some serious divine intervention or something here as well. Maybe there were legal matters actually. I think by or just contracts binding them to whatever this is. You know, some kind of contracts. Look at that. 6 of Swords. It literally says on this card, better times ahead. She's got a pink dress on as well. Could be significant. Maybe red. They're all blue as well, these cards. Yeah, they're finally seeing there are better times ahead. This is why they're actually seeing what they want. They're able to say, okay, no, it is time to close out this chapter. Page of Swords, that's in reverse, you know, and it actually says with these cards specifically, it says playing mind games. So I think that this is a situation they've been in where there have been mind games being played. And this has been, I think it's messed with their mind a bit, but it's been really difficult for them to really move away from this situation, you know, when that kind of thing is taking place. So let's get some confirmation. Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man, right? So it does say new perspective, but for a long time they were resisting this. However this is, it's taken a while. They were letting their logic rule. They weren't trusting their own heart. They didn't feel safe and secure to trust their vulnerability, so they were letting their logic rule. Okay. Giving and receiving, 6 of Coins. So this is where they're understanding that actually that, you know, what they didn't get in this past cycle is not how it should be. You know, this is what they're understanding, and they shouldn't keep trying to cycle through, trying to maybe find closure, or trying to give themselves, I don't know, answers maybe that they're seeking for something. But it's actually about, you know what, let's give and receive. Where am I wanted? Where am I being equally poured into? Or would I be? Oh my God. Overflowing love. Ace of Cups. That's that waterfall again. Sacral chakra. I feel like they're gonna be getting a creative spark back or something, okay? And that's come up with the better times ahead. That's them following their heart. That's them going on that, sailing on that sea, across the ocean, whatever it is, and saying, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I've got this. You know, moving ahead with faith. So moving forward, and this time with more faith, okay, that sun energy. They're going to be feeling that sun very soon, okay? It's not easy. They've had the swords that they've actually experienced, the conflicts or whatever. They're still feeling that as they move forward, but they're moving away this time. That's beautiful. Ace of Cups, new beginning, and it's all from that beautiful heart space. They truly are going to, oh my God, the Emperor, Divine Masculine, they truly are going to be feeling this emotional release, this fulfillment, letting it go, release, Gosh. It's been repeating. I feel like it's been repeating a lot. Wheel of Fortune, this makes sense. This is their decisive moment now. Deciding to be happy now, yeah? No more playing mind games, no more being stuck on the mind games that happened in the past, lack of clarity, creating lack of healthy judgment, okay? Two of Cups, a loving exchange. Remember that giving and receiving equally? That's that. That's the cup of love as well that you have within you, that you've been feeling so much that you're able to now create one outside of you. At that point, they're getting there. Okay, the Hermit. That's interesting. So I think there's this balance of being so, maybe someone who put themselves in kind of non-committal energy, just me, to protect themselves as a protective shield. Whether that's right or wrong, that's not what this is about. It's about the fact that that's what's coming through. I think that perhaps they didn't realize that this is what was preventing them from, that surrendering with this new perspective to go towards that wish. For a while, they were in just zoned in on self. I don't even think they listened to healthy perspectives outside of them as much. They were hurt, I think. I say hurt. I think they were just feeling that this true heavy burden, and if anything, they would just I think that I'm getting this energy of just getting irritated and agitated, even thinking about taking out any other responsibilities and accountability. That's how much that ball and chain energy was affecting them. No wonder they're going to be feeling this emotional release, finally. Not having that weighing them down anymore. Finally finding their voice is such a big deal for this energy. That's beautiful. That's Virgo energy on the table, and as well as Aquarius as well, okay? Okay, let's see what else. I think there's this energy here. This particular card says self-absorbed as well, so it's not just about, I said that equal give and receive. It's time to get into that equal give and receive energy. No more just, self-focused. That sun, maybe like it's not just you're the sun. Actually, others deserve that radiance too, and have it, okay? Okay, they were lacking self-confidence. Of course they were. That's why they constantly kept cycling through the past, seeking that closure or validation or whatever. Their energy wasn't being directed in a healthy, more forward, faithful, exciting way that it is now. With this sun particularly here, that's big positive energy, radiance, success. It's beautiful. Yeah, they're taking time. Taking time it says time for non-action. They're taking time to recenter themselves and truly reconnect to their heart. Time to celebrate. I said that at the beginning of the reading, right? So they're getting there. So they know there's going to be better times ahead because they're allowing themselves to have some reflection time as well. You don't just go from 0 to 100. You're not just suddenly fixed, if that's the word you want to use. You take your scars with you. You do. When you're conscious of that and you're intentional with your forward movement, that's what makes all the difference. That's where this Ace of Cups is coming, because someone's being intentional. That overflowing love, they're wanting to connect. Okay. Overcoming despair, beautiful. Oh my God. This is that decisive moment. I think that maybe these mind games, I don't know, maybe they themselves have been playing them, but, the feeling of having these strings attached again, that's what they're overcoming. Gosh, they're going through a lot of clearing emotionally right now. Truly. That's beautiful because it's preparing them for where they're about to go. Two of Wands, charting a course. Something really big about long dresses really coming through for a reason. Maybe I don't know, there's something about that. Yeah, they're getting ready for this new path ahead. This is beautiful. Okay. Okay. So, first of all, we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So again, following that heart, right? But we have got the Seven of Swords, and then we have got this Nine of Coins. So there might have been, I did say with that mind game thing, it's something about how they've been acting as well. And it's all because they just didn't see their worth. That's come out more than once now. This Lovers is them already, and then the Ten of Coins, and oh my God. The Lovers, Ten of Coins, Ace of Coins, Ten of Cups, okay? This is what they've been moving away from. This is what they've been constantly it's been there, available to them, but they've had to constantly cycle back through this. And it's, again, don't forget what I said from the beginning about their soul agreements, okay? Wow. Seven of Swords, maybe they're acting in, you know, maybe they've got some kind of online behaviours as well that are a bit shady. I did put that on that Page of Swords. Oh my God, King of Coins in reverse. Ruled by materialism. This is where they're focusing themselves more. Remember I said they were just going into like me mode, you know, zoning in a way that they were preventing themselves from getting hurt or whatever it was, or accessing anything like that again. They've been focusing on money. They've put all their attention into their money, and it's not been in a healthy way. Ruled by materialism. Maybe there was just never enough. They had to keep going, you know. That's where their energy was being focused. Maybe this is how they saw their worth as well. Their success, if that's what you're going to call it. That external materialism success. External, everyone can see this is who I am, success. Justice in reverse. Guilt and blame, this says. They're feeling guilty. That makes sense. Maybe they have acted in ways towards this feminine energy is what I'm getting. That they now have a lot of that yearning and desire for, as I mentioned from the beginning of the reading, right? Wow. See if there's anything else that wants to come through. Okay, Knight of Coins. Okay, this is about taking it slow. This is about taking it slow and steady. Slow and steady. It's time to focus. Okay, it's time to focus. Recognize those cycles that are just like shady, self-betrayal, use that word. You know, that might hurt others even if you don't mean to hurt them. It's just because of your own wounds, you know. Empress, feminine power. She's in reverse though. I think that this is someone who hasn't been connected to their feminine power in a healthy way at all. At all. They kept thinking that rule by materialism, you know, that really, I think it's wounded masculine energy as well within them. Like their mindset that has been, that was created anyway, was leading them, and they didn't see the value and the healthiness of this beautiful divine feminine energy, which means that they didn't access this, you know, this emotional release. They weren't allowing them to have an emotional release, you know. Maybe that's why it turned into more addictive behaviours instead, you know, which ended up weighing them down even more. You know, maybe they did feel trapped by this. Page of Coins, laying a foundation. They want to do that. There's the Ace of Coins. It did come out. It feels risky to them because I know that there's some things that they've acted in a way that they're going to need to be honest about. We've got the Tower here. I think that they're afraid that there's going to be a complete tower, but there's going to be a complete overhaul here. There really is. I'm just going to get some more. Just like 3 more maybe to see. Yeah, they're Eight of Coins in reverse. They felt like they're going over and over this again, but they were doing the same thing. They weren't going to get a different outcome doing the same thing, right? The Fool, oh my God. The Fool, and then the Five of Wands, and this card says, harmony restored, free spirit, harmony restored. They're finding the new beginning. It's a brand new beginning. It's not going to keep going over and over the same things again with this devil energy, strings attached. Breaking free. They're free spirits, breaking free from that. They're restoring harmony within themselves, but also I think with whoever they're desiring now, feeling the magnetic pull towards yearning. Some last few cards just to see what you need to know moving forwards. Okay, moving forwards. Yeah, earth signs could be important here. Things have felt stuck for a while, truly. That's just confirming that energy. However, they're becoming way more. They've been quite practical. They've been in their head so much, but they're becoming more grounded. They're becoming more dependable. Okay. They're gaining courage, Leo. Okay, and then you've got the Queen of Fire, which is also Leo. So something about within the next 7 to 14 days is important here. Okay, courage, confidence. We said that. They're believing in themselves more. Okay, persuasion, wisdom, power. I think they're quite persuasive themselves. They have this persuasive energy, and that's the Emperor again. Oh. Okay, they gained a lot of wisdom here, and this is going to help them on their new path. Okay, new beginnings, cardinal sign energy as well. So leader, getting that confidence of that leader energy and just really moving forwards with that. Okay, that original igniting beginnings, birth. Wintertime could be important here in Capricorn energies as well. Okay. Oh my God. Twin flame. I'm going to have to get those message cards. Okay. Mirror, reflection, divine counterpart. Temperance is you. if this is a person connected to, which I feel like it might be, you've had to have a lot of patience with them, but you've also understood it's about turning that eye inwards. This is why they're feeling that magnetic pull towards you, because you're no longer longing for them, yearning for them in a way where you're just like needing their validation or seeking for 133 could be important, seeking for them to come back and fill that void or something. So there's been balance here that both of you have been able to create within yourselves because of this connection. The moon, you might have been experiencing anxiety. There is deception on that card as well. It's blocking the intuition. This is what's being cleared, okay? This is why that new beginning can really move forwards, yeah. And you've got the Fool there, new beginning, and it's come out. And then you've got the Death card. Scorpio season as well. Ending, letting go, and that's come out with the new beginnings. And then you've got this, the Fool again. So innovation, opportunity, jumping in, rebelling. So definitely, wow. True ending, true, no more cycling through this anymore. Karmic cycle is closed. It's closing. Wow, this is why there's going to need to be some kind of peace and restoring inner harmony and inner balance as well moving forward. So that time as well. Space, yeah, things have been fluid, you know. It felt like things were 50-50 for such a long time. And I think this is someone who doesn't know what's going to happen moving forwards, you know. And there's intuition, there's emotional capacity, there's compassion, okay. Spring, new beginnings again. So let's see. And it does feel like that on that journey. You can't, you know, there's times before you like completely surrender and you just give faith to divine and you understand the signs and you do what you need to do, knowing that your divine purpose is, as a divine feminine, your divine purpose is your, you know, your focus. You can sometimes think, hold on, what is happening? Is this even real? You know, all these things. Judgment, Pluto energies again. Rebirth, major change, transformation. This is someone who has changed a lot and you might not realize it. Virgo energy at the bottom of the deck there, and you won't know. You're going to see the change in them. You're going to witness it. It's beautiful. Maybe you yourself will have like that relief, that energy of release, like, oh my god, yeah, this has been the case, you know, this has been working, I haven't been going crazy. Again, the Emperor there at the bottom of the deck. So mutable signs as well. That's the ending. That's come out with the beginnings and the Death card and then the ending. Like that's just, they'd really want you to know now this is ended. Oh my god, sorry. It's got the Emperor and then the Empress. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're really coming into balance. Like I need to get those oracle cards and then we can end the reading. Wow, it's a really big cycle, which means that if you're truly on that journey, that divine counterpart mirroring and reflecting, you will have both of you will have been going through some kind of true closure. Divine masculine to divine feminine. Message from divine masculine to divine feminine. You've both been really taking your journey seriously. You know, divine feminine, you really have found your worth, your center for this to be taking place. Okay, so that's a union card, number 6. Our love will manifest through the union of heart and mind. Expanding these areas allows our love to grow, and that's exactly what's happening. The heart and mind are expanding right now. Divine masculine, divine feminine. At least they're aware of this. They're understanding this whole union energy, the journey of this, clearly. Oops. They could be traveling. Or maybe they're viewing this, you know, this energy of wanting to travel with you as well. Something about that. They're definitely understanding that this is one of a kind, you know. Truly, it's not replicable. You can't replace this, okay? Number 8. Mission. We incarnated together to clear specific patterns from our ancestral bloodlines, you know. Oh. It's funny because you actually incarnated together. You're here at the same time. That's a miracle in itself. That's magic. Oh, I'm walking home to you. I'm not sure where I am on the path, but I'm walking it. Wow. This is really good. It's a really pivotal moment. Okay. Number 8, 8. I'm trying to understand how my thoughts create my reality. I know I need to say positive. Are you? Positivity is going to be really, really important here. Okay. That sun energy, embody that energy, not just for the connection, for yourself in your life, in whatever it is that you're taking part in. Oh my god. Okay, we'll read that in a second, but I need you to see the 1111 card. We are coming into union. Wow. The only 1111 card throughout all of this. Number 4, communication. You think I'm not listening to you, but I am. I hear everything you say and replay our conversations in my mind. I think that's what's really helping them to find their voice, you know. You might have said some things to them. I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. So remember I said they don't know what's happening moving forwards, as in they don't know what the result's going to be. This is one of the biggest things for Divine Masculine. They have to go in without that knowing. They have to go in with faith, with integrity, respect, you know. They're following their purpose when they come forward. It's a big deal, more for them and their path, you know, as well. Because then your purpose of the union can flourish, truly. Another communication card, 9. I wish I could say what I really feel. Someday I will, but right now I'm afraid to be myself. Remember all that was coming through? They really need to find their worth. Okay. Communication again, number 1. I wanted to send you a message today, but I was afraid to. I don't know if you want to hear from me or if I can say the right things to you. Number 1 again, London. We need to wait for divine timing. Time is healing our wounds and creating the perfect conditions for our reunion. And you know something? I think, 1-1. I think that that's something that has been on their mind for a while. For them to finally see the solution here and be seeing this like new beginning with that stalk and the success coming through, then there's a reason for it, okay? Number 5, our mission is to be unconditional love. Clearing our programming is a necessary part of opening our hearts. Final one, number 10. It amazes me that we say the same things at the same time or finish each other's sentences. Could be about telepathic messages, but I also feel like there's something about that moving forward. You're going to be so in sync because of everything you're going through right now, I can tell. The colour purple could be significant. Truly, I think it's going to blow both of your minds. Okay, these ones, and then we'll finish the reading. Quickly, what do you need to know moving forward, okay? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius or Sagittarius season could be important. We did have that temperance card. What else do you need to be aware of for this beautiful, beautiful collective? Expect powerful change. Truly, your hard work is paying off. It is. New moon in Capricorn, so Capricorn energy again. Okay. Full moon in Pisces. So we just had that. That was the lunar eclipse actually. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Yeah, this is that balancing that I was talking about. There's a true balance coming in. Someone's really understanding their journey. They're wanting to solidify it more, but this is where it comes from, the little things that they need to close out these cycles, find their voice, understand that the connection that they're feeling isn't crazy, and you know, yeah, there's a lot, but this is coming through for a reason. So it's like, you know, riding the wave is how it feels. Just remember to stay focused. Actually, I'm going to quickly get you one of these. Remember to stay focused. You see that sun, you see that light, your divine guidance, not what you're seeing in the 3D, it's your divine guidance, and remember that, what you truly feel within. You deserve love. Again, you are lovable. This is someone who really is working on their worth, their self-worth. Self-appreciation is what they need. That means both of you really have had to go through wedding. Oh my God, that's on the mind. High level commitment. Really. Seeing that ring. Forgiving and learning. Oh my God, and it's got engagement. I did just have seeing that ring. Definitely on their mind. Forgiving and learning. Yeah, there's going to be the opportunity. Truly. I think that you're both going to I just split it on heart-to-heart conversations. You're both going to realise that you're more in tune than you realised. Okay, so you've got this. Let me know if this was for you. Sending love.